Good morning, students. We are living in the Earth as a unique planet in the solar system. The Earth is endowed with a variety of natural resources such as landforms, rivers, soil, natural vegetation, water, and wildlife. These resources are useful only when they are utilized. Human beings use these resources using their intelligence and skill. Human beings are the most significant resources on the earth's surface. So, in today's class, I would like to introduce Geography Lesson 7, Human Geography of Tamil Nadu. Human Geography of Tamil Nadu. And here, human geography refers to the study of ways of development of human societies and their operation in relation to their physical environment. That is called human geography. In this lesson, we learn about the distribution, characteristics, and utilization of different resources of Tamil Nadu. First resource is about agriculture. The word agriculture is derived from the Latin word ager and cultura. The Latin word ager and cultura, which means field and growing. Agriculture is a practice of farming that includes the cultivation of crops, rearing of animals, birds, forestry, fisheries, and other related activities. That is about agriculture. It is derived from a Latin word ager and cultura. Agriculture is the main occupation in Tamil Nadu, and nearly 65% of population depends on agriculture for their livelihood, and it provides employment opportunities for the rural people on large scale. There is a link between agriculture and economic growth. We are cultivating paddy, millets, pulses as the principal food crops of the state. So these are we are using for food purpose. So that comes under food crops. Sugarcane, cotton, sunflower, coconut, cashew, chilies, gingerly, groundnut, tea, coffee, cardamom, and rubber are the major commercial crops. That is for the business purpose we are cultivating. So that is about the agriculture of Tamil Nadu. We'll see what are the geographical determinants of agriculture. So agriculture depends on landform, climate, soil, and irrigation. So these are the factors that determine the growth of agriculture. Under that, first one is about landform. Tamil Nadu is a land of diverse landscape comprising of hills, plateaus, and plains. Among them, plains are more suitable for agriculture. The plains are filled with alluvial soil and which will increase agriculture productivity. For example, Kaveri Plains, where agriculture in the plateau is moderate in poor on the hilly region. So, plains are more suitable for the cultivation of agriculture, and here they are giving an example of Kaveri Plains where we can see plenty of alluvial soils are available. That is about the landform of agriculture as a first determinant. Climate as a second determinant. You know it, Tamil Nadu, it is situated in the tropical zone which is nearer to the equator. So here we are experiencing tropical climate. Here the temperature is always relatively high throughout the year. So only the tropical crops are cultivated in Tamil Nadu based on the climate of Tamil Nadu. So here in Tamil Nadu we are experiencing tropical climate. That is another factor determining agriculture. Third determinant as soil. Soil is one of the essential element. It provides essential minerals or nutrients for the growth of crops. The regions of river valleys and coastal plains are more suitable for this agriculture region because they are covered with a fertile alluvial soil. The last determinant as irrigation. Monsoon rainfall in the state is highly irregular. So it is seasonal, and hence irrigation became necessary for the successful cultivation of crops in the state. So in the dry regions, rain-fed crops are cultivated. So often we are not depending on rainfall, because rainfall is irregular. We want to make some irrigation facilities for our crops. So these are the determinants of agriculture. That is, first one is a landform, climate, soil and irrigation. So based on this determinants, we are cultivating crops in Tamil Nadu. Based on the determinants of agriculture, in the regions of our state, agriculture practice is made. First one is about subsistence intensive agriculture. It is practiced all over Tamil Nadu with few exceptions. So subsistence intensive, that is what they are cultivating for their own use, and something they use it for commercial purpose. The second type is a plantation agriculture, that is cultivation of tea, coffee, rubber. So these are cultivated in the areas of hill slopes of Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Then next one, mixed farming. So people will cultivate different variety of crops, that is called mixed farming. So it is practiced in areas of banks of river Kaveri and Tenpenny. So based on the river water, people will cultivate crops. So these are the types and regions of agriculture practice in Tamil Nadu. Next concept is about cropping seasons of Tamil Nadu. That is, the farmers, they will select different crops for different seasons of cultivation based on the temperature and availability of moisture in the soil. So accordingly, we can divide these cropping seasons into three types. First one, Sornavari. It is otherwise called as Chittirai Pattam, where they will sow the seeds at April and May, harvesting August to September. Major crops are millets and cotton. That is the Sornavari season. Then second one is about Samba or Adipattam. It starts from July to August and harvested in the month of January and February. Major crops are paddy and sugarcane. The next one, the Navare, it is during the month of November to December, and they will harvest in February to March. Here the crops are fruits, vegetable, cucumber and watermelon. So these are the three cropping seasons of Tamil Nadu. We'll see what are the major crops of Tamil Nadu. Under the major crops, first one is paddy. Paddy is the most important staple food crop of Tamil Nadu. Ponni and Kichadi Samba are the major varieties of paddy grown in Tamil Nadu. Here paddy cultivation highly concentrated in Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Tiruvallur, Kanjipuram, Viluppuram, Kadalur and Tirunelveli districts. So here we are cultivating, that is in the districts of Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Tiruvallur, Kanjipuram, Viluppuram, Kadalur and Tirunelveli, where we are cultivating paddy. Among the production, it ranks third in the state, so that is in the country. Among the other states of India, Tamil Nadu stands third in the cultivation of paddy. The deltaic region of Kaveri is the major rice producing region, that is the districts of Tanjavur, Tiruvarur. So that comes under the alluvial region. So this region is called as granary of Tamil Nadu. So granary of Tamil Nadu, or otherwise food bowl of Tamil Nadu, because majority of rice that comes from Tanjavur and Tiruvarur. In Tamil Nadu, the Rice Research Institute, it is an Indian research institute working in the field of rice under Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. It is situated at Adudurai in Tanjavur district, and it was established in April 1985. That is, Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute. It is in Aduturai, Tanjavur. It was established on April 1985. So there they will do research over the agriculture, especially the paddy production. So Rice Research Institute, Aduturai in Tanjavur district. The next crop is millets. Millet form staple food of nearly 1/3 of human population of Tamil Nadu. We have sorghum or jawar. In Tamil it is called choram. Ragi, that is kelvaragu, and bajira, kambu are the major millets, that is choram, kelvaragu and kambu. Under that, sorghum, that is our choram, is grown in the Coimbatore Plateau and Kambam Valley. Ragi is grown in Coimbatore, Dharmaburi, Bellur and Kadalur district. Bajra is mostly cultivated in Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Karur, Perambalur and Salem district. That is about the millets cultivation of Tamil Nadu. The next crops is about pulses. Pulses are a major source of protein. Pulses grown in wide range of climatic conditions, mostly in drier regions with or without irrigation. So we need only less amount of water to cultivate these kind of pulses. In Tamil Nadu, we are cultivating Bengal gram, black gram, green gram, cowpea and horse gram. Bengal gram means in Tamil Kondakadalai, black gram, green gram, you know it. Cowpea means Karamani, horse gram, that is Kollu in Tamil. So these are the important pulses grown in Tamil Nadu. Coimbatore leads in the production of Bengal gram. Bellur and Kanyakumari leads in the production of red gram. Thiruvarur, Nagapatnam, Thoothukudi in the leading production of green gram and black grams. Horse gram is widely cultivated in Dharmaburi and Krishnagiri districts. So where they are cultivating horse gram in Dharmaburi and Krishnagiri, as well as these districts are famous for the horse rearing also. That is about the pulses of Tamil Nadu. The next is about oil seeds. Groundnut, gingerly, castor, coconut, sunflower and mustard are some of the oil seeds that grown in Tamil Nadu. Apart from this use in food preparation, it is used in industries as lubricant. In the manufacture of varnish, it is a liquid used by the painters while they are painting any wooden items, varnish. Soaps, candles, cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. Here pharmaceuticals, manufacturing of medicines. So under that oil seeds are used. Regarding the districts that comes under oil seeds cultivation, we have Dharmaburi, Kadalur, Perambalur, Madurai, Erode, Ramanathapuram, Sivagangai and Virudhunagar district. These are the major districts that comes under the production of oil seeds in Tamil Nadu. Sugarcane. Regarding the sugarcane, it is considered as a major cash crop and it is an annual crop because once in a year only we can cultivate this sugarcane, and it requires high temperature and heavy rainfall. So high temperature with heavy rainfall, and it grows well in the tropical regions of Tiruvallur, Kanchipuram, Bellur, Kadalur, Tiruchi, Coimbatore, Erode and Tirunelveli. So these are the leading producers of sugarcane in Tamil Nadu. The next is about cotton. Cotton is a fiber and cash crop, and it requires black soil, long frost-free condition and warm and humid weather for its cultivation. So for the cultivation of cotton we need a frost-free condition and warm and humid weather for it. And humid weather is the early stages, and hot dry weather during harvest period is suitable for this cotton crop. Cotton is cultivated in Coimbatore, Madurai, Ramanathapuram, Virudhunagar, Tirunelveli, Thuthukudi, Salem and Dharmaburi districts. So these are the leading districts under the cotton cultivation. Regarding the production of cotton, black soil is most suitable one. So we'll call black soil as a black cotton soil. That is about the cotton production of Tamil Nadu. Next concept is about plantation crops: tea, coffee, cashew, rubber and chincona. Chose chincona, that is where we are producing quina as a medicine to treat malaria. That's a medicinal plant, chincona. So these are the major plantation crops of Tamil Nadu, and Tamil Nadu ranks second in area and production of tea in India, next to Assam. So in the leading producer, first one among the states of India, first one is Assam and the second one is our Tamil Nadu. Tea plantations are found in the hills of Nilgiris and Coimbatore, and Nilgiris is the notable region for tea plantation. Coffee plants are grown in the hills of Western Ghats as well as Eastern Ghats. It is found in the hilly slopes of Dindigul, Madurai, Theni and Salem districts. Ekkat, Kollimalai and Kodaikanal are notable for coffee plantation. So we have Kodaikanal, Kolli Hills, Ekkat for the cultivation of coffee. And Nilgiris, we have our cultivation of tea and coffee. Then Dindigul, Madurai, Theni and Salem district, that comes for our coffee cultivation. So regarding our plantation crops, we have tea, coffee, cashew. Under that, tea, Tamil Nadu is the second leading producer of tea. First one is Assam. Then regarding coffee production, first one is Karnataka state and second one is our Tamil Nadu. We have TAN tea. That is Tamil Nadu Tea Plantation Corporation Limited. It is the biggest black tea producers in India and it covers an area of nearly 4,500 hectares of land that comes under TAN tea. That is the Tamil Nadu Government Tea Plantation Corporation. That is about the plantation crops of Tamil Nadu. So far we talked about our agriculture. It depends on certain determinants, that is soil, climate, irrigation and landform. Based on that, people are cultivating crops like paddy, millets, pulses, oilseed, sugarcane, cotton, and we are cultivating certain plantation crops of tea, coffee, cashew and rubber. These are the crops are cultivated in Tamil Nadu. I told you Tamil Nadu we are experiencing tropical climate, that is temperature is relatively high. We are depending on more on our irrigation. So under this irrigation also we have only some little amount of underground water we have in Tamil Nadu. So based on this, now people are diverting their agriculture practice to somewhat a modern trend, like how the industries they are changing their pattern into modern. In same way, in agriculture production also the farmers they change the trend of production. So that trend is called as organic farming. So organic farming using natural fertilizers for their production. This organic farming is considered as second green revolution. That is, it was started, green revolution was started during the first 5-year plan in Tamil Nadu, that is in India. It was started in 1950s. But the second green revolution, that is modern agriculture practice, otherwise called as organic farming, is nowadays people turn towards this organic production. So in organic farming, synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, growth regulator and livestock feed additives are not used. And this type of farming rely on crop rotation, crop residues, animal manure, off-farm organic waste, and biological pest control to maintain soil productivity. And this farming method is being adopted by very few farmers in the state. So some few farmers, they turn towards this organic farming. Nowadays you can see many organic producing shops also in and around our places. So here the cost of cultivation is also more, so the price of these organic products also more in and around our areas. Regarding this organic farming, here government is also encouraging farmers for the cultivation of organic. Under that, we have national project on organic farming was launched by government of India, and under that plan, here they are creating awareness and promoting agriculture fertilizers, training and capacity building for the farmers, and it also provide financial assistance through capital investment subsidy scheme for agro waste compost production units. And here, that is, government is providing cap investments, that is, they are providing loan for the farmers to follow this organic farming. Under this organic farming, they are using drip irrigation method also. In one way they are serving our water resources also. That is about organic farming as a second green revolution. It was started in Tamil Nadu also. Now we'll move into the next concept as livestock or animal husbandry. That is, animal husbandry, it is an integral part of socio-economic fabric of rural people. And here livestock is nothing but rearing of domestic animals. First one is about goat. Goat is considered as poor man's cow in India, and it forms a very important component in dry land farming system. So in the dry areas, if people are not able to cultivate any crops, here people will rear this kind of animals. With a very low investment, goat rearing can be made into a profitable venture for small and marginal farmers. Next animal is about sheep. Sheep is used for multiple purpose like wool, meat, milk, skins and manure, and it forms an important component of the rural economy, particularly in the arid and semi-arid and mountainous areas of Tamil Nadu. Here arid means in dry regions. So in dry region, people are not able to practice agriculture. Instead of practicing agriculture, and here people will rear these kind of animals and they will earn profit. With that they lead their life. That is about sheep. And here we have Tamil Nadu Dairy Development Corporation Limited. It was transferred as Tamil Nadu Cooperative Milk Producers Federation Limited. So based on this livestock of our state, we have Tamil Nadu Cooperative Milk Producers Federation, that is simply known as AWIN. So AWIN, they are distributing cow's milk to the people throughout the country. So that is about Tamil Nadu Cooperative Milk Producers Federation, that is AWIN. So we talked about the livestock of Tamil Nadu. The next occupation as well as next resource is about fishing. So here Tamil Nadu as a coastal state, and fishing is a major occupation, and it is in Tamil Nadu we have widespread reservoirs and rivers. So inland fishing are also possible. So fishing we can divide it into marine fishing and inland fishing. So marine fishing, fishing in the sea and oceans. Inland fishing, fishing in the local rivers. So first we'll talk about marine fishing. Tamil Nadu totally we have 41,412 square kilometer of continental shelf that favors coastal fishing of Tamil Nadu. The total area of fishing is 41,412 square kilometer. And Tamil Nadu is one of the leading states in marine fish production. Marine fishing is also called as inshore fish or neritic fishing, carried out in seas and oceans. And here under this inshore fishing, large mechanized boats are used for fishing. In oceans and seawater, fishing within few kilometers from the shoreline is called inshore fishing. And the fishing far from the shore, typically 20 to 30 miles out in water, hundreds and thousands of feet deep, is called offshore fishing. So under the same marine fishing, we can divide that into inshore and offshore fishing. So inshore means nearby areas, offshore means interior of the sea and ocean, and deeper part of the ocean is called offshore fishing. In Tamil Nadu, the fish varieties caught are sharks, flying fish, conch, catfish, silver bellies, and crabs. These are the varieties of fish caught by the fishermen under this marine fishing. The leading districts are Chennai, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, Nagapattinam, Tanjavur, and Ramanathapuram district. And these districts contribute nearly 40% of marine fish production of the state. So that is about the marine fishing of Tamil Nadu. The next concept is about inland fishing. Inland fishing is carried out in lakes, rivers, ponds, estuaries, backwaters, and swamps. Oysters and prawns are cultured in original nurseries, that is in the not only in the sea and oceans, the privately in tanks also people will rear this kind of oysters and prawns. And catamaran, diesel boats, and floating nets are used in this kind of inland fishing. Among the inland fishing, Vellore district leads in the production of inland fishing, and it contributes nearly 10% of state's production. So here Vellore means on the banks of river Kaveri. Then Kadalur, Sivagangai, and Virudhunagar district, and that stands second with a contribution of 9% of inland fishing catches. So that is about our inland fishing. So in Tamil Nadu, we have the chances for marine fishing as well as for inland fishing. Under marine, the total area is 41,412 square kilometer. Under marine fishing, we have offshore fishing and inshore fishing. That is the two varieties of marine fishing, and at that when it contribute nearly 40% of production for the state comes from marine fishing. Then next one is about inland fishing, that is fishing carried out in lakes and ponds in the interior of the state. Among that, Vellore district, it contribute first 10% and ranks first among all districts. And next we have Kadalur, Sivagangai, and Virudhunagar, and that contribute 9% of production towards our state. That is about fishing. Students, so far we talked about agriculture, determinants of agriculture, different crops of Tamil Nadu, livestock of Tamil Nadu, and fishing in Tamil Nadu. While watching and listening, you sit along with your book and go through it properly, then it is easy for you to understand. Last week I gave answers for geography lesson 1, 2 and 6. So you follow that properly. You write everything in a paper and paste it in your book. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you, Ma.